This is just great light, isn't it? But I want to get on and I'm going to do a Trello board tutorial for you, and it's all going to be screen share in anyway. I've just created my social media content calendar board for 2024. Did it just a few days ago, and before it gets too big and too scary, I'm going to show you exactly what I do, how I set due dates, how I work out the content that I want to use. This is going to be a bit of an overview about social media too, but not getting right into the nitty-gritty of social media just yet. So I am going to share my screen because this is just horrendous. Actually, firstly, let me just say that social media now has got to the stage where you really have to capture somebody's attention within like the second. So it has to be stop worthy in the scroll, because people are they're scrolling, they're short of time. If you are doing anything like face to camera, so today I'm going to share 3 tips to lose belly fat, and you're going, hi guys, no. Or good morning, I'm just sat in my car, no. Oh God, I'm so busy today, I was just like, what am I thinking about? No, you can't. You've got to be right. What you do, because I know we all have stumbling blocks, and to take the pressure away of that, it's just like, get your phone ready, put it on to record, right? Think, now what are you doing? Hopefully you've mapped out what you wanted to say in bullet point. Okay, 3 top tips to lose belly fat. Or 3 top, if you're a menopausal woman struggling to lose belly fat, these are my 3 top tips I would suggest you follow. Or these are the 3 top tips that you need, would be even better. You want it short, you want it catchy. So tip 1, da da da. Maybe change your position. Tip 2, da da da. Change your position. Tip 3, da 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 da. What's your call to action? Why are you sharing this? What do you want to achieve with that post? So then you would think, okay, well, what do I want to achieve? Do I want it to be shared? Do I want to grow my following? Do I want to encourage somebody to click the link? So I could say, well, my call to action might be to invite to the boot camp. If you are ready to finally draw the line on your belly fat, you see, here I am stumbling because I'm doing this all very ad hoc. Because I probably would have spoken about nutrition in my belly fat video. So I'm going to say January the 1st, I'm starting a 3-week nutrition only program where you can, so January, so do you see what I'm saying? So keep it recording, because you can and R as much as you like. You're about to edit it out. So January the 1st, I'm about to start a 3-week program that is optional strength training if you want to do it, but we're really going to focus on nutrition, help you understand the macros that you need to be eating, help you bust the belly fat, boost your metabolism, so that those abs that you work so hard in the gym for actually get revealed. Message me belly fat if you want more details, something like that. Then you save it to your phone, and then I would go into something like InShot, which is a free app, InShot, and or CapCut. CapCut does exactly the same. And you can splice out, you can edit out. There's InShot trainings in our team page. There's loads of them because I use InShot all the time. You can splice out those ums, those ahs, those stalling bits, and you make it catchy. And I would, I mean, if you've watched any of my stories or my videos, I tend to just clip them really short. So it's like 2 seconds. If you watch a film, you will see that each scene lasts for about 2 seconds before they change they either go close up, or they back out, or they change the scene, they change the character, whatever it might be. Normally it's around about every 2 seconds. So if you're putting splits into your video every 2 to 3 seconds, sometimes 5 seconds, maybe it might be even quicker, you're making it short and choppy. You want people to be able to understand it, but you want it to be quick. You're delivering information. They don't care that you're sat in the car park having just done your shopping. They don't care that you've just had a lovely massage and you're feeling all relaxed. People do not care. When you're sharing on social media, it has to be right on the money. You have to share it, you have to get down to the point really fast. And when you can video it like I just did then, it takes the pressure away, because you can say it again. You can think, oh, that was a bit wordy, just say need rather than if you would like to, or if you're feeling you should do. You know, use words that convey action, like need, must, now, do it, that sort of thing. Get started. and then edit it. That's what I do with all of my videos. And that it's rare that I actually do a video and get everything right, because I stumble with my words all the time. I forget what I'm saying half the time. So it's really important that you take that pressure off yourself and that you can make it snappy. So all of my videos, I then edit in InShot, and then I upload again to Instagram and do it that way. Now, also, just on that point, some people will read your captions, very few will. If you're putting read the caption at the end of your reel, people are really bored of that. They're pissed off about it. There's been surveys done. People hate it when you say read the caption. They want the information in the video. So if you're doing a face to video like I just did, so it's informative, it's educational, what you want is also to have you can do it in InShot, or you can do it in the Reel app in Instagram itself. You want to put a bit of text on the screen, not a lot, just 3 to 5 words. So belly fat loss tips. What's your first tip? Eat more protein. What's your second tip? Do strength training, not cardio. What's your third tip? What might it have been? Balance your macros, or eat superfoods, but eat adaptogen herbs, that sort of thing. Manage your stress response. You just want a quick title, so that if somebody is not reading the caption and just is watching your reel, probably on mute, so you need to make sure you use the closed captions too. That's in the Instagram thing. You can easily do that on you click the little square sign at the top of your Instagram feed, or when you're creating your reel, square sign, and then you can go down to captions, click the captions button, and that will caption whatever you've said. I don't go through my captions and perfect them. If Instagram puts a spelling mistake or hears it wrong, I really don't care, but you want to get the gist across. But you also want your bits of text in there, because that helps the algorithm know what you're actually talking about. So the reel itself has to have a hook, 3 tips to losing belly fat, and get straight into it. So your voice, your content is straight into the information. You bang on it, you're fast, you're getting the information across. And then what's your call to action? What is the point of you sharing that? Because you're not just filling squares on your feed. What do you want to achieve? Do you want to ask people to share it? If it's an informative thing, say share with your best friend who might be struggling with belly fat. If it's a recipe, make sure to click save for later, but click the bookmark link, click the bookmark image so you can save it for later. If you want to join your boot camp or ask for more information, message me. Fitness, if you want to learn more. What do you want to achieve with each post? Same for any post that you stick out there. It might be an inspirational quote. Just put at the bottom, share with your bestie, share with somebody who needs to hear this today. If this resonated with you, make sure to share it, that sort of thing. So there's marketing hooks and all that sort of stuff in our team page as well. Please make sure you're looking at the stuff that I share in the team page, because I cannot spoon feed you. There is loads of stuff out there, or you can Google marketing hooks or cool hooks for reels, or just Google things. There is so much stuff out there that if you can't find it in our team page, you will definitely find it out on the interweb. So that is just a quick, summary of what you need to be thinking about when you're posting content. I've mentioned it before, but carousels right now are the only form of social media that is actually increasing reach. So carousels are the several posts, more than one image, still image. You can also mix images and videos if you want to. I tend to mix it up, and sometimes it's just still images, sometimes it's a still and a video, or maybe several stills and one video. But make sure you've got a good variety of stuff on your feed. So in fact, let me share my Trello board now, because this will make a bit more sense to you. Let me just make sure I've actually got the right board open, because I don't want to. Okay, right, let me just go back to sharing my screen. Where are we? Here. I'm going to share, which when you first see this, you're going to think, holy heck. But I'm just going to share this with you, because I want you to see how much I use Trello. These are all my Trello boards. My whole life is on Trello. There's everything on it. I mean, there's just loads and loads and loads. Here's my 4-week gut protocol board that I shared with you in our body confidence group. It's got all the days, it's got all the recipes on it. I will show you how to create a Trello board as well. So I'm just going to go back to Trello here, have a look where my mouse is. This is the board I'm going to share with you right now, my social media 2024. You can see that I've started to add stuff to it already. But first of all, I'm just going to go to a workspace. You're allowed 10 boards in each workspace on Trello. So this is my, oh, I actually need to make a new workspace for 2024. Okay, well, I will create a new workspace. So I'm going to go to create here. I want to create a workspace. And it's going to be, hang on, I just need to put my light on so I can actually see my keyboard. Biz Workspace 2024. Just CRM, doesn't really matter. So first of all, I'm going to show you how to create a Trello board of your own. Now, Trello board is broken, or Trello rather, is broken down into boards and workspaces. You are allowed, well, I've not run out of workspaces so far, and I've got loads and loads and loads of them. These are all my workspaces: Launch Workspace, Lifestyle, Biz Workspace 23, Biz Workspace General, Follow-ups Workspace. Oh, Debbie's. I don't know why I've got Debbie's here, but it doesn't matter. I think she's probably shared it with me. Daily Actions 2023, Biz Workspace 2024, etc. Okay, and you can star your boards to mean that you have quick access to them. You can see these are all starred here. So on each workspace, you are allowed 10 boards. And now if I show you my most recent board, my social media board, this is what I'm going to show you how to create so you can stay on top of your social media posts. This is one I literally started just a few days ago and I've started to populate it. I've got a few tips and things here. If you want a copy of this board, I will just make a copy of it. I will delete my posts off it and then you can use this as a template for your own. In fact, I will do that now too. So I'll show you how to do that. So first of all, we're going to go to Trello. So you need to download Trello.com. It is absolutely free. So go to Trello. And then you are going to go to the create button. And then you can create a board or you can create a workspace. I'm going to click create workspace here now. So I'm just going to do test workspace and leave it like that. Okay, I'm not worried about that. Actually, I'll have to just choose sales CRM because you have to choose something so that you can place continue. And then that gives me a workspace. I don't want to invite anyone to it. So I've got where is my test workspace? Test workspace is down here. Okay, it's right at the bottom because it's the newest one. So now I can create up to 10 boards in here. And you might think, why would I want 10 boards? Because it's amazing how much, it depends how much you use this. I use this for everything. I used it for buying a house. I used it for buying a car. I use it for comparing. I've got to buy a new set of tires for my car. So I've not got a board on that, but I use it on my lifestyle board. I've got my recipes. I've got, you see, my house hunt. I've got my 4-week gut protocol recipes. I've got tax invoice information. There's a course that I was designing. I've got my social media from 2023. I've got a leaders board here. I did make one for ChatGPT when that first came out because I thought, oh, perhaps they'll soon charge you, but they don't. So I don't really use that. Coach stories. I've got a launch board for various, when we used to have big launches, we don't have big launches like we used to do. That was the very first business board, was the very, very first board I ever made. And it's just like full of all sorts of stuff. I mean, like you see here, 2022 goals. I've not really changed an awful lot in here because I honestly don't really use it very often. But it's, it's one of those things that's there. So I will show you now how to, I'm just going to go into my test workspace that I've just created. Where the heck was that test workspace? And so you can see here, I'm in my test workspace. And like I said before, you can have 10 boards. So I'm going to create a board. You can choose background images. You can make it look all pretty. You can upload your own if you want. I'm going to put board title, social media test 2020, because I'm just going to delete all this afterwards. Test workspace, social media test 2024. Or I could start with a template. It might be that, say, for instance, I shared my template with you. You could, I think on the free account, you can start with a template too. I'm going to show you how to make your own board first. So I want to change that background image. Images are really important to me. So you go to the three dots at the top right here and change background, and you can choose whatever you want. Okay, these images are ones I've uploaded myself. I'm so visual. It has to have a picture that I really, really like. We'll make something a bit more soothing. Okay, something like that. And then you want to add a list. So what is your list going to be? So for instance, if I go to, I'm just going to open my, on another screen. Sorry, bear with me a second so I can see what I did. Oops. Let me just go to my other Trello. Where's my Trello? Under there. I want to open my 2024 social media, and then I can replicate this for you over here. So I'm going to copy a list across. Oh, I shall show you how to do that. This is my social media board that I've just started to create. I'm going to copy this list, tips and structure, across to the test board. So you can copy list, because this is a list, okay? So I can copy list, tip structure, that's fine. I want to create the list. That is now going to come here. And then I'm going to move that list, because I don't want to move it at my original list out, because otherwise it will vanish. So move this to my board, which is going to be, where is my test workspace and my social media test 2020-24 board, position 1, that's fine. Right, now if I go back to my social media test, you'll see that's here. I can drag, hang on, drag, oops, come here. Oh, that's it, it's gone. Okay. So can you see how easy that was? Just to populate that list across. Now, if I go back to where's my other board gone? It's just closed down, I think. Oops. Oh no, that's what I was doing earlier. I moved it from my. Okay, here we go. I moved it from my 2023 workspace into my 2024 workspace. So I always obviously have on a Monday, I have a menopause Monday. That's not relevant to you. Let's move. Let's copy this. And I'm just going to now move that to that test board. Position 2, so I want it to be the second column. And I'll do this as well, because I want you to see these posts, the brand awareness, sales, and engagement posts. Why did that not fully populate? Hang on a minute. I don't know why that didn't do that. Let me just. Oh, sorry, hang on. I'm not concentrating. Copy. Create list. Okay, so that's done that properly. I don't know why that one didn't work. I'll just get rid of that one. So now I can move that to our test board. And that's going to be position 3. And then the sales, I'm going to copy this list and then move that across. So you can see how easy it is to move these things around, and that'll be position 4. And then the customer, oh, we've got sales bid and sales cut. I'll just do the one. Copy list. No, I don't want to move it. I want to copy it. And then we will move that into position 5 on that board. So now I can go to this board and you can see all of these are here. Okay, so this actually could be the template. I could use this as social media team template 2024. So if you want this, message me and I can send it to you. So why these? You need engagement posts in your feed. They help you grow your following. Engagement posts are things like memes, quotes, funny graphics that people in your niche will identify with. So I've got some information here. You're welcome to have this. The Direct Sales Done Right podcast. That's Melanie and Katie Erster, Melanie Mitcher and Katie Erster. They give you some really interesting information. There's a couple of podcasts, 246 and 232. I would recommend you listen to those. You can get them on Spotify. Just type in Direct Sales Done Right podcast. I'd also recommend you buy Katie's book. She released it not long ago. It's called Direct Sales Done Right. It's really, really good. They are both incredibly successful. And this sort of sums up, this gives you, I mean, these are my very rough notes that I've written to myself. But for instance, engagement posts are the ones that drive traffic to your page. So those are the ones that often get shared. People think, oh, it's really, really funny. So if I go to my feed now, this is an engagement post. Okay, I've not actually replied to this at all. I just added it yesterday. But Christmas time is great because you can shout, don't come in here. People think you're wrapping presents when you just want to drink wine in peace and not share chocolates. That is what you could call an engagement post. That is relevant to my niche because that's a sort of, we're women, we're old enough, we're sick of running around after everyone else, and we just want to have our glass of wine and our dark chocolate in peace. Okay. Another really good one that worked really well for me was that got quite a lot of engagement. It's got 44 comments and I've not replied to all of those. So if I live until 101, I'm going to make up da-di-da. That is an engagement post, okay? So that is why engagement posts are so important, because the more that when Instagram sees people are commenting on your posts, they will share it out to more people. So the engagement posts help you grow your following. You just have to make sure that they are aligned to your particular audience of people that you are speaking to. Brand awareness posts are your face to camera posts, they're your tips, your strategies, they're your like free value that you share. And your brand awareness posts, if you post like 7 times a week, you probably should have 4 brand awareness posts, probably 1 engagement post and 2 sales posts. They can all crisscross as well. Engagement posts aren't like to be sales posts, but brand awareness posts can be. So for instance, I just shared that one. So comment or message Herbs to learn more. So I've got my post here. I put it, my reel is in drafts. These are my notes to myself. I used a trending audio so that if I look back, I can see, if it works really, really well, I can see why it worked really, really well. So, and this is the caption that I wrote. Okay, and it ends with the CTA. And the actual reel, if I just share with you now. So you can see my hook. If you struggle with menopausal belly fat, I'll just play it.
Menopausal belly fat, this is one of the best.
Start it again.
If you struggle with menopausal belly fat, this is one of the best things I have found that works. Adaptogen herbs, they help you manage your stress response, which is largely responsible for belly fat. This also contains pre and probiotics, digestive enzymes, which are great for your gut health and your mental health.
So you see it's got a CTA at the end, comment Herbs to learn more. And I've also set up an email system that's just literally 2 emails about Shakeology, and it has the link to go and buy Shakeology if people want it. I didn't actually cut up that audio. Normally I would, but it took me about 8 attempts to record it fast enough with the information that I wanted without getting too tongue-tied. Another one, let me see if I can find one where I'm actually talking, this one.
Top 3 reasons to be an entrepreneur. 1, freedom of choice. You get to create a lifestyle that fits around your career. 2, income potential. You are in complete control of how much you earn and how productive and how effective you are. Number 3, self-care. I don't know of one successful entrepreneur who does not make time for his or her self-care. In this business, your self-care is your business. How cool is that? Bonus 4 or 5, you can bring your dog to work and you can have an office with an amazing view. Top 3.
So you see, that was not a sales post, that's a brand awareness post, even though it is quite, the reason there is very little engagement on it is because it's about the business. There is never any engagement. Even if you're earning millions, you're still, you don't get the engagement on the business post, but you still have to put them out there because people have to know that there is the potential to earn an income from the business. So my CT, but actually people did message me privately on this one. They didn't comment, but they did message privately. So message me Wealth and I'll share the deets. So I've got a call to action. This is my hook, 3 reasons to be an entrepreneur. And then it's fairly short caption because most of it's in here. But you can see it was quite choppy. There's no ums and ahs, and I pre-recorded it, I edited it in InShot, and then I loaded it up. What's this one? I know it's just a silly one. I just want to, I want to see if I can find one where I've cut it up. I've cut up a lot in the stories ones. Let's see, what's that one? I know that. In fact, I did that in InShot. That's some of their video editing that you can do. Balance macros for hormonal harmony.
What you're doing to help your hormones. Balancing macros means I eat more to weigh less. It regulates your hormones, builds lean muscle, keeps you energized like an exocet rocket, boosts your metabolism, turns you into a fat burning machine. What you're doing to help your hormones.
So it's got a CTA, it's quite snappy, it's got a trending audio, it's got text on the reel.
Balancing macros means I eat more to weigh less. It regulates your hormones, builds lean muscle, keeps you energized like an exocet rocket, boosts your metabolism, turns you into a...
So what you're doing to balance your hormones. So it's still got CTA. So again, this is a brand awareness post. It's message me or comment Rocket and I'll share the system that works for me and the incredible warrior ladies in my body confidence group. But it's not saying I'm about to get started with a new group where we're going to be doing this. Enrollment closes on Friday. So this would be more of a brand awareness post. So, I mean, there is a lot of crossover. Let me just go back to this thing here. So, and you can see I talk a lot about Shakeology on my feed. If you're not sharing it on your social media, how do people know that they can get it from you? Same with Energize. A lot of my posts are Energize based. This is one.
Hello.
Silly one.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello? Hello? Hello.
So you see, it's got the hook. When you're lacking motivation to work out, it's a silly reel. It's quite funny. This was a repost, actually. The first time I did it, I got masses of engagement on it. This one, I've hardly got any at all. However, I wasn't engaging with anyone before I did it. It's December. Hardly anybody's active on social media at the moment. So I didn't really expect to get an awful lot on it. If I'd wanted to get a lot of engagement, I would have spent 10, 15 minutes engaging on other stuff before I did this. But I have had people message me directly saying, what's that energized drink that you use? So even though there are no comments, I'm still getting messages in the background, and that means the post was a success. And it also means that when people come to scroll my feed, they're thinking, oh, okay, I know what she's about. She's booty workouts. There's a pinned post here, start here, I'm Kate. She eats something that looks delicious, that helps with belly fat. She's obviously doing at-home workouts. She's quite funny. Belly fat again, Menopause Monday. So she does something every Monday. That's really cool. Menopause. Oh, look, there's another Menopause Monday. So do you see what I mean? You've got to, you need to really dial down on your niche. What is your niche? Mine is menopausal belly fat. It's menopause hormones, but a lot of it is menopause belly fat. Nearly all of these have got something about menopause in them. Okay. And that wasn't I could have worded that one better. So this is a carousel. Are you forgetting the most important thing? That should have been different on the front page, because it was just, it didn't catch people enough. But if I'd have used a better hook, I think I'd have had more people. And in fact, I will probably repost this with a better hook. Okay. I'm not going to go through that right now, but you need, when people scroll, they want to know what they're going to get from you. It's menopause day. Drop your questions. November enrollment is open. There are only 2 people that messaged on it, but I got lots of people talking to me in the background about it. Those curveballs, it's just a silly, funny one. To be honest, the hook on that isn't very, very good. And, this is when you can see, we've moved away from, now we really have to focus. We have to be dead on our niche. You might think, oh God, I could never just talk about one thing, really. It's so boring. There are so many ways you can talk about one thing. You can do it in quotes, you can do it in carousels, you can do it in reels. All of this stuff is with, I've hardly been engaging on anyone else's posts recently. I've just not had the time, but I'm still making sure that I'm delivering consistent education to my feed. And you can see how often I talk about Shakeology. You know, you are a partner, you have to be drinking this stuff if you want to be able to sell it, plus the fact it's bloody brilliant. So let me just go back to this again. So those are the sort of brand awareness posts. The sale post, this is one. This is a workout reel with voiceover about mindset and just wanting a great community to work with. Oh, I've done that one already. Hang on, that must be on here. This one.
My mindset is so simple. I just want to get better. I want to get better and I want to work with great people. It's really simple. My mindset.
So you see here, I actually used a boot camp type post to be a sort of fairly soft business invite. So they don't all have to be, you know, join my team. You need to be summarizing what they get. You need a few of these. This is a sales post. You know, I'm summarizing what people get. I'm inviting them to learn more. Okay. I've told them enrollment closes Saturday the 16th at midnight. So I probably could have had a better hook for this one as well, to be quite honest, because
It's so simple.
it's really simple, but it's curiosity creating what is really simple. They're probably going to think, oh, the workout. So
My mindset is so simple. I just want to get better.
You can see here, I've got the text
I want to
on screen as well.
get better and I want to work with great people.
I want to work with great people because what we do is fitness. So that was quite a useful reel to do. And that was my caption for it. So I can go into where is my social media 2024? My calendar power up, which I'll show you in a minute. Where is that one? Oh, did I not put it in there? Hang on. Oh, I don't think I even added it in here. I can come out of my calendar power up. Where did I put it? I can't remember. Oh, maybe it's in my old one. It might be my 2023. It doesn't matter. Why is it there and not in the other one? This business will change your life if you let it. Sorry, I'm just having a quick look. Oh, that one. Oh, I have ticked that it's done. That's fine. So it's just not showing as done here. Okay, fine. Now, I just showed you on my Trello board, the calendar power up. This is a really, really easy way of laying out your social media. You can see that most days I'm trying to do 2 posts a day. At the minute, I've just got one for Sunday. I don't post on a Saturday, and I've got one for Monday, but I can add to those, okay? And you can drag them around. So if I wanted this one to go on a Tuesday, I can just drag it around and do that. When you add a date to these, you go to dates, click your date. I can change that for the 15th if I want to, but I'm going to leave it on the 13th because I've already done it. But what you do is say, I want to add a new post now. So I want a post that is 3 tips to lose belly fat. Actually, that wouldn't be an engagement post. That would be a brand awareness post. So I'm going to put this under here. And then I'm going to give it a label. I've created these labels already. You can add more if you want. You can create them here. So if 3 tips would be educational and it's about fitness. Okay, so, and then I would work out I'd type my caption here. And if I did it with a trending reel, I'd just mention trending reel. So I've got an idea of the sort of what I used to do it, or was it face to camera, a workout video? Just don't go into too much detail, but if when you go back on these, you want to see if it worked really, really well. It's just easy if you've already got it, you got your sort of how you put your post together so that you can see again, okay, so face to camera worked really, really well. You can click save there. You can then set the date, so go to date. And if I wanted to add that on Friday, I'd click the 15th. I wouldn't worry about the time. Click save, and now that shows up with a date in a minute. Come on, there we go. Okay, so that's today. And then when you've done it, you can click that and it's done. Okay, now if I go to the calendar power up, you'll see on the 15th, 3 tips to lose belly fat. That is there. It's not crossed through because I have not clicked it as done yet. So I can click back on there. I can click that. And then if I go back to here, you'll see 3 tips to lose belly fat has now been posted. And obviously I have to post it. It's not automatically done, but it just shows you then when you're looking at this that you've actually posted that post. It's just an easy way of making, you know, you can look at this a week ahead, or I would do a month ahead. You don't need to write all your captions straight away. But what I would do is sit down and think, right, okay, what am I inviting to? Well, fortnightly. Are you inviting to the boot camp? Right, in that case, you need a lot of brand awareness posts and engagement posts around the boot camp. And you need 2 sales posts with a very strong call to action. So, yeah, our boot camp is kicking off on such and such a date. This is what you get. Share a short story about either your transformation or somebody else's transformation with a strong call to action at the end, and that would be a sales post. When we're coming up to the business webinar, you want to be doing something similar, you know, talking for the sort of 10 days before the business webinar starts. You want to be talking much more about the business so that your social media has a cadence. So, you know, for two weeks of the month, you're talking about boot camp. For 2 weeks of the month, you're talking about business side of things. And that's how I would do it. And that's how I would plan it. So that's what I do here. But if you see if I go into my 2023 board, it might be a bit scary. But because the social media was slightly different then, so I just categorized it. I had my menopause Mondays, boot camp related posts, business related posts, lifestyle, products, that's energize, Shakeology, recover, gut healing, whatever, quotes. And then I don't really do Saturday, and that changed throughout the course of the year as well. And then I did also have drafts, hashtags, stuff here, and then previous posts that were done, but I actually don't do that anymore either. But it means that I can go into here and I can think, okay, you know, in the past, we used to work around 5 pillars that we love. So for me, I would talk a lot about nature. You know, I'd have some nature-based posts, and I'd have a lot of sort of inspirational, like these sort of things. Remember, quote, no one else is you, and that's your superpower. That's okay. It's a bit bland now, to be quite honest. You were born to be real, not perfect. Again, it's a bit bland. It could be used. I might actually go back and use a few of these, but you can see these are from 2021. We used to repost a lot of posts as well. It was the done thing, and that helped you grow your following. There's no point in reposting other people's posts right now. It's just not working. Hot balloon free fall. I love adventure. It used to get me loads and loads of engagement, and it probably would still get me loads of engagement, but it's not the right people. You have to be so niche specific. When somebody comes to your feed at the moment, they need to know what is the one thing you're going to help them with. So, you know, this has evolved. This was the board, and from last year and before, and there's just no point doing it like this anymore. It has to change. So that's why this is the new board. So you need to make sure you've got a couple of engagement posts. Those are going to grow your following. Brand awareness, which is educational, informative about what we do without a really strong call to action. You want a call to action, but it's not about bringing it to a sale. It's about delivering free information that eventually then leads the people that have been watching these posts to take action when you deliver a sales post. And obviously I've broken mine down into sales post biz and sales posts custs, because I want to see that I've got a good balance of posts here. My brand awareness posts are always going to be the bigger list. It should be that way, because those are the ones that are going to form the vast majority of the content that I share. But it's also really important that you've got a couple of engagement posts every week and a couple of sales posts every week, depending on what you are inviting to. So I hope that helps. Like here, we've got, in fact, today, if I just go onto my Canva, sorry, I've been doing loads of stuff here recently. This, I've mapped out the calendar for next year as well. This is part of the 2024 workshop that I'm doing for you right at the minute. If you're watching this video later, it all went out by email, and it will be in our team page. You can always ask me for it if you've missed this. But this is our calendar that I've created for next year. So you see on the first Monday of every month, the bod group starts. That's a given. I always send out a newsletter on a Tuesday. Around the middle of the month, I host a business webinar on the Tuesday at 11 a.m. Business enrollment closes midnight on the Saturday, and then the business getting started right calls start on the following Monday for that week. Okay. So if you want, I will be sharing this in our team page anyway. I'll try and remember to drop the link to this beneath the video for this too, so that you've got access to it. I just really wanted you to understand how easy it is to create a Trello post, a Trello board. So again, you go to Trello, sign in for a free account, trello.com, create your, I would create your workspace, create your board. And then let me just have a little look. And so to add a card, you literally just decide, is it an engagement post? You add your card, give it a title. So engagement post, sorry, I'm not worried too much about that. Click it, and then you can put it, you know, put your information in here. You then save it. If you've got any comments, you could say this, oops, really well last November. So repost again in March 2024, save that. And then, so you could then put a date for March, I don't know, 13th, 2024, because then it will pop up in your calendar. You'll see, oh, hang on, I haven't shown you how to use the power ups on here. So now we want to add a power up, which is going to be your calendar. You get one power up per free board, but the calendar is brilliant. So type in calendar. It is the, I think it's just that one, the calendar power up. Just double check. Yeah. So add that. And so it'll take just a couple of seconds to show up. I'm just going to refresh my screen. Calendar power up. Okay, so we've now got that. So you can see here, these are obviously my posts that I've had. I put one for March, so let's go to March the 15th, was it? There we go, engagement post. So when March arrives, so every day you want to be checking on your calendar power up. And if you just click that again, it takes you back to the normal view. So click that, takes you to the calendar, click that, takes you to the normal view. If you by accident click those, the words go off them. So you just click them again. And like, so if I go into that, you can add more labels if you want. When you add labels, it will add labels across the entire board. Okay. So it's entire, you can show more labels here. You can create a new label. This is what I'm trying to keep it as low as possible. In my social media 2023, I had masses of labels. This one, for instance, if I go into one of these, look at all the labels I've got here. So I've got, did I use carousel, face to camera, lip sync, my audio, da-di-da-di-da. To be quite honest, I don't go through and analyze it enough because I don't really want to waste that much time on it. All I want to know is what type of post is it? And the reason you want to have labels, I'll just show you this, is because I think it's important that you've got a good range of educational posts. So for instance, and I might actually get rid of some of these. I think, and I've color coded them as the type. In fact, this looks slightly different to mine. Let me just have a look. Where's mine? I'm sure I've got different labels on my 2024 one. Okay, social media 2024. Let me go in here. I've got educational, funny, inspirational. I think it's good to have a good mix of those across the board. I think the majority of them want to be educational, but I do want to have some funny ones, and I do want to have some inspiring ones as well. These, so if it's a business related post, obviously I tick the business box. This was that reel where I'm doing the workout, but I'm inviting to the business. So I've ticked both of these. Normally I just tick either fitness or business. Lifestyle, that might be a Sunday post. I tend to be honest, lifestyle, unless it's very niche specific, you're not going to have many lifestyle ones. Nutrition, recipe, you can see how much I talk about Shakeology. I'm also going to be doing more recipes on my feed because it ties into what I'm talking about, macronutrients for our gut health and our menopause symptoms. So, you know, that does tie in indirectly. And then product is Shakeology, Energize, Collagen, Recover, gut healing. So if gut healing would probably go to nutrition. But any of the products, you know, anything that we buy in a box, goes into this classification. So you can see here, if I want to see, I can do filter here and I can type in product, that label. So I can see how many have I shared. So when I'm doing my, when we're looking at our social media engagement, etc., at the end of Q1 or Q2 or Q3, Q4, I can see how many posts have I written that are product related, because you cannot sell stuff if you're not talking about it. So I would make sure that those sales posts are more sort of the product posts are more of a brand awareness post rather than a sales post. Your sales posts really are only going to be probably your boot camp or your business opportunity. The brand awareness ones are the ones you're going to have the majority of. And you need to be talking about these. I try and do a product post at least once a week, sometimes twice. If I go to my feed at the minute, I've got my Shakeology there. So I've got one, but bearing in mind, I'm doing 2 a day at the moment. So 1 day, 2 day. Okay, so I've got Energize here, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, and I've got Shakeology again there. I always share my energy. There's another Energize one there. There's another Shakeology one there. I'm always showing my Energize in my stories, and I'm showing my Shakeology much more in my stories these days as well. So you really do have to be aware of the fact that you're talking about your products too, but in a non-salesy way. So I hope that helps. If you wanted to add another list, I don't know, let's just say randoms. Oh, and I show you how I made these images here in Canva and I downloaded those. And then, so if I wanted to add a card, if I wanted to add an image rather, you need to have a text on it. So again, I just put randoms and then I can click into here and I can cover. And then I could add one of these images or I could upload my own. So it might be that I want to upload, I don't know, any of these, it doesn't really matter. Whatever, let's do that one again. So I've double clicked on that image and it's there. So come away. So I've now got 2 engagement posts, but because in Canva I would obviously change it to say randoms on it, and I'd probably change the background image. But that's how you add an image, or you can remove the cover, or you can delete it, whatever you want to do with it really. Is there anything else that you need to know for this right now? Checklist, I do use checklists a lot, but not with my social media Trello board. Let me just delete this cover. Just want to actually just delete it. What I want to do is I'm going to make this, I'm going to save this as a template if I can. And then if you want this, you've got it. Oh, I need to upgrade. Okay, this is free. So what I can do is I can share this board with you and then you can make a copy of it. So to make this board a copy, you'd go to copy board. So if you say to me, I want a copy of this board, let me just come out of this menu. Okay, so you want this. I'm going to take my post off it, but I'll do that now. Oops. There's some fast actions you can take on these. So is that the team template? So if you just hover on it and press C on your control board, that will go. Press C, it's close. Quick one for close. You can see how fast that happened. I want to get rid of that list. Delete, archive this list. Okay, that's got rid of that. So that keeps it nice and tidy. Okay. And then if you want to change your background image, you can go and do that, whatever you want. These are ones I've uploaded, so you probably won't have access to these, but you can always click that and you can upload your own. You can choose photos from here. There's all sorts of stuff here that they offer to you. So, you can choose whatever you want. And then, so if I share this to you, you will get the link and then you need to copy the board, because otherwise you will be manipulating this master board here. So you want to go to copy board and you give it your own title. So I don't know, Jenny's social media 2023 board, and you choose the workspace where you want it to be. I'm going to keep it in the test workspace. You probably only got one workspace when you start. Keep these clicked, then you get all the details that are there, and then you just press create. Okay, so that's how you will create your own board. I hope that's been helpful. I hope I've not completely confused you, but it helps you stay on top of your social media. It helps you plan your social media with the calendar power up. It helps you see what you've got. Hang on, where are we? Oh, because I got rid of all the posts. It helps you see what you've got in the pipeline, and it just helps you stay on top of making sure that you're sharing the right kind of post consistently. Now, if you're thinking there's no way you can get your head around Trello, that's absolutely fine, but you have to make sure that your social media has a combination of engagement posts, brand awareness posts, and sales posts. That is what it is like at the moment. As soon as that changes, I will feed that back to you again, just so that you know here too. So we've got that links to our 2024 calendar, the one I showed you a little bit earlier. So that's all there already. Let me have a look. We've got the direct sales done right podcast. You can have a look at that. Weekly structure of posts. Again, these are sort of my notes. You can have a look at those. Tips and structure. That's just because I wanted something to add to this, add my picture to. Monthly planning guide. Get this monthly from the Coach Office News. There is a monthly planning guide. This will be an old one. This will be December, I think. Oh, November, December. It tells you the latest things that are coming out. Look here at the links at the bottom here. These are really helpful, particularly if you're newer. Have a look at it. These are all clickable links. How to connect and invite, training and scripts. Okay, tells you the December key offers, etc., etc. So make sure you go through this and have a good look at it. Marketing hooks, this is a board that I have created. You can access that board. It gives you all sorts. Kira, she's huge on TikTok. There's some that I've made and there are some that I've got from other people. Hooks are incredibly important. Scripts, posts, sharing prompts. So you can have a look at this. This is something I've created. Again, it's one of my boards. Daily story prompts. Have a look through all of this. This is going to be Plan Your Year 2024. Opening boards. This is what I'm currently doing with you at the moment. I still need to populate or add the day 3 stuff. So I'll be adding that to it. But you get access to so much stuff here. So make sure you're, making good use of all of this. Was that one? New partner resources. Oh yeah, that was that boards app. And then editing apps. These are the ones that I use all the time. Canva is free. InShot for videos and stills. That's how I cut my videos down to make them choppy. CapCut is the same. Photo Room removes the background of your image for free. So for instance, if you have a look at this, I removed the background of my photo. So it's just me, and Photo Room is it's brilliant. You just upload your photo and it removes the background and it's fabulous. And then InstaSave to download from Instagram to upload to other platforms without the watermark. I do pay for this, but it's a tiny, literally a tiny amount, and it saves you loads and loads of times. You don't have to go through adverts, etc. So I always add to Instagram, and then I use InstaSave to download from Instagram without the watermark, and then share it to TikTok and to Facebook. To be quite honest, I don't really build on Facebook or TikTok at all, but I am going to start spending more time on Facebook. I'm probably converting more sales on TikTok. TikTok is great if you want to sell. It's people just out there pretty much to buy. It is changing a bit at the minute. It generally is a younger audience, but there's still quite a lot of people our age on there. And I think, if you're creating content, then you may as well repurpose it across to other platforms. If you don't already have a TikTok account, don't waste time starting one. That would be my word of wisdom at the minute. I don't think it's worth it. If you prefer Facebook, just post on Facebook. We only have a certain amount of time each a day. So use your time wisely. If you feel you're better just on Instagram or just on Facebook, use these just on Instagram or just on Facebook. But I wanted you to be very aware of also our social media stories. We used to sort of do between 11 and 15 every day. We're down to about between 5 and 8. And again, your stories have to be on the ball. You cannot just be sitting there with your water bottle or your shake and not saying anything about it. Why are you having your shake? Let me just stop share again for a minute. Sorry, the light here is just horrendous. But why are you having your shake? Why are you drinking your water? Why are you eating that recipe? Why are you blending your superfoods? People want to know, flour, they want to know why you're doing it. And if you need to know why you're sharing something, don't just put something up for the sake of putting something up. You have to be really strategic about what you're sharing. And yes, that does it does carry a certain amount of gravitas, but there's loads of people doing it. It's not that big. It's just about being strategic about what you want to share. So why are you sharing it? Who is your niche? Who are you talking to? What is the audience? What does your audience struggle with that needs you to help them with? What is your previous experience? What can you help them with? You don't need to be an expert in anything. You have access to these amazing workouts. You have access to the Beachbody blog, which has got loads of information. If you're struggling for content, take a look at the Beachbody blog. And you get that from your Team Beachbody account. It's free, or just type in Google Beachbody blog. There's loads of information there. Chat GPT will help you come up with content ideas, but make sure it knows what your niche is. And if you're struggling to really understand what your niche is, ask Chat GPT to help you find out what your niche is. Ask it to ask you 10 or 15 questions to help you define your micro niche. You really do need the tighter you can be on your niche, the more effective you will be. When you talk to everyone, you talk to no one. And people are so short on time and attention these days. And also know through December, people are just, they're not on the ball now. This is it. People have sort of signed off for the holidays. However, you still have to be showing up, because when January comes round, people are going to want to know what you've got to offer. I am marketing Dig Deeper big time at the minute, because we start on January the 1st. I think people who really want to get results are going to think, yeah, I'm so sick of feeling so bloody funky in my body. I just want to commit to 3 months. I want to get to April the 1st feeling buff, strong, lean, energized, sexy. And I'm really pushing for a Dig Deeper launch in January the 1st. So if you've not already explored the Dig Deeper resources, they're in our team page. There's also loads of it on. In fact, we've got masses of resources in our team page. I did create a guide for it yesterday or the day before. There's loads of resources in the coach office as well. But I think the stuff that you probably need the most is in our team page. Have a look at that guide. It's the very last guide in our team page, and there's lots of emails, stories, the stuff from everyone, the loads of collaborative stuff. So take a look at that, get your head around Dig Deeper. We're launching it 1st of January, becomes available to buy on the 19th of December. Nobody will buy, rarely, before Christmas, but between Christmas and the New Year, that's when you really want to be messaging hard. So you need to be seeding that Dig Deeper information right now to your audience. The Dig Deeper sample is out. You don't need to do the sample workout every single day. Do a few moves of it and share it to your stories, so that people are thinking, oh yeah, that actually looks really cool. I've actually got a reel that I meant to post earlier that I've still not posted. I might actually post it onto my feed tomorrow, which is Dig Deeper related. I've sort of run out of time today doing these, but it's a bit late now on a Friday evening. I probably won't bother now, but I might do it tomorrow. If not, I'll be doing it on Sunday. And it is me just doing a few moves from the sample workout. And when I do my next workout on Monday, I'll be doing a few more. I'll do my XB Pilates workout, and then I'll do a few moves of Dig Deeper, and I will do a post related to Dig Deeper. So and you know, with a direct call to action, saying that we start 1st of January. Enrollment closes, whatever you decide your enrollment closure date is. And I'm in my emails, I'm offering a special offer between the 19th of December and the 29th of December. I'm sharing my $20, £20 off promo code if people want to get signed up by then. Otherwise, I'm not offering my promo code. So you need to have an incentive to get people to take action. You need a close date. That will help you close your sale. 75% of all sales take place in the last 24, 48 hours before the enrollment closes. So be really strong with that, you know, be specific. Enrollment closes on such and such a date, but give people enough time to understand that. Give people enough time to read the email. They don't read the email the minute it arrives in your inbox. If they're anything like me, they read it a week later. So, you know, give them plenty of time to read the email and make sure that that email has got a good hook. You saw the hooks that you have access to as part of that Trello board. Message me if you want the access to that Trello board, and I'll be glad to share it with you. I think it will really help you organize your social media for the next year ahead. And if and when it changes, we can then change the board again. But for right now, you need brand awareness, you need your sales posts, and you need your engagement posts. So I hope that was helpful. Any questions, just message me and I'll talk to you soon.